Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to be talking about LAN, or the LEGO Ambassador Network. My channel is what we call an RLFM, or a Recognized LEGO Fan Media. So today we're going to be talking about the compensation that you get as a LAN member, how to become a LAN member, the due diligence and expectations of a LAN member, why there is LAN, my experience with LAN, and also my channel and how it currently stands with LAN. I just said LAN a lot. Wow. We have lots to cover in this video, and I would appreciate it if you could listen to all of the things that I have to say before commenting below, because I'm sure my bullet points that I have in front of me here are actually going to cover those comments. But still, I appreciate the comments in the comment section below, and you can let me know what you think of it of this video and everything that I have to say by commenting below. All right, so the first thing I want to start with is the compensation. So when you become a LAN member, you actually get a few different forms of compensation. First off, you get sets for free. Woo, right? Yeah, everybody's like, we're getting sets for free. It is pretty amazing, right? Honestly, in my opinion, that is not the number one form of compensation. The number one form of compensation offered through LAN is getting those sets early, and also getting the information about new sets early, because you're able to make content and align your content with the LEGO embargo dates. That is way more important than getting the sets for free. However, with that said, LEGO leaks can actually tarnish that perk. For example, if I'm a LEGO ambassador and I get a press kit on a new product, and I can advertise that press kit on the embargo day, but then that press kit or images of that set in that press kit leak, well then what's the point of being a LAN member? Because then people have already started advertising those or making content on those sets before you can even do it. So getting the information and having the sets early is important, but sometimes is irrelevant because the sets have already leaked, which is sort of strange if you ask me. Getting the sets early and for free is definitely a huge perk. So the way it works is you get review offers, and you can either accept or deny those review offers. Review offers are on sets that are going to be coming out in the future, and you're getting them prior to their release. So it's definitely pretty cool. Another way that you can get support in the form of free sets from LAN is you can do your LAN support order, which you can do however many times a year depending on where you stand with LAN, if you're a tier 1 or a tier 2, and you essentially just order things from their website and it comes free within a certain dollar amount. That's pretty sweet. Now, one thing I want to clarify, because there's been plenty of comments saying that LEGO flew me to Billund for the RLFM days and paid for everything. That is not true. When I went to Billund, Denmark, it cost me $5,000. I had to pay for the flight, I had to pay for the hotel, and I had to pay for food, etc. However, they did give me Legoland tickets, Lego house tickets. They brought me to the Lego campus, which was pretty cool, and a couple other things as well. But I had to pay for the flights, and I had to pay for the hotels, and it cost my company $5,000, which isn't the end of the world because I really wanted to go to Billund just to check it all out anyway. But no, LAN did not compensate that trip. Now, I also get lots of people who comment and say, you're just getting LEGO sets for free. My number one suggestion for you is to become a LAN member. If you're getting mad at me because I get sets for free, well then just become a LAN member. How do you become a LAN member? Well, the first thing you need to do is gather a social media following. So you can do that on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or just on a blog, like on a website. And you don't even need a huge following to become a LEGO ambassador. It's really not even that difficult. I've seen lots of LEGO ambassadors that have been onboarded onto the program, and they have under 100,000 followers net between all of their platforms, which is not that big and not that hard to get in this day and age with short form media. Like, you can film short form media and upload it onto TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, and you can gain a following quite quickly. However, with that said, it is definitely going to take some consistency. You're going to have some sort of personality, and you're going to have to work hard to get a following in this industry. And the reality of it is you don't even need to be a professional in this industry to gain a following. For example, my channel just started as like a little hobby that I did on the side. And before I knew it, I had like 18,000 followers on Instagram. And that was back in the day when I was like hashtagging like 50 times on my posts. And then before I knew it, I was doing it full time. But it definitely took a lot of work on the side of my full-time job to get the following. And then once I actually had the following, I applied to become a LEGO ambassador. And after years of applying, I finally became a LEGO ambassador. So I do say that it's easy, but it's definitely not that easy. It's going to take a lot of consistent hard work, and you just need to have a personality that's presented on the internet. So if you want to become a LEGO ambassador, my number one suggestion would be to start today. Start working on gathering your following today, and then eventually one day you'll be able to apply and then get free LEGO sets from LEGO. But I just don't think that a lot of people realize how much work, energy, and effort I've put into actually getting this following and maintaining it in order to get the status of becoming an ambassador. But I guess it's not really that hard. It just takes some passion, that's all. So now that you've become an ambassador just like me and you're getting free LEGO, right on, now you actually have some due diligence and some expectations that are put upon you, because it's not like there are no strings attached to this free LEGO that you're getting. So when you receive a press kit or a LEGO set, it has an embargo date. Just make sure you don't share any information before that embargo date, because you'll get in trouble with the LEGO group, just like I did when I shared half of the Rocket Raccoon during my Avengers Tower interview for 0.3 seconds. Not good. Shouldn't have done that. Should have paid a little bit more attention so that that didn't happen. So don't do what I did and don't leak information. That's the first expectation of you as an ambassador. You gotta pay attention to those embargo dates and pay attention to things like that. Now, when you review the sets, you can say whatever you want. I think this is a big misconception that LEGO ambassadors are just pro this, pro LEGO, pro that, everything's good, everything is awesome. But you can say whatever you want about any LEGO product. They're not giving you any sort of script or any sort of guidelines as to what you can and cannot say about that product. However, with that said, it might be hard to give your 100% honest truth, because once again, you didn't pay for the set. You got it for free. You didn't fork out the $500 to get that massive set. So maybe sometimes things like that can be overlooked, and maybe some ambassadors like myself don't focus on the price for the entire review because we didn't pay for the set, and I don't want to sit there and talk about the price for 10 minutes because I just don't feel like it. So once you've actually produced your content and you've uploaded your content onto TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, you have to submit reports to LAN to show that you actually made content on the product that they sent you. So you provide them with the links to the content, and also tell them how many views that content got. And then you also share your general thoughts about the product, how could it be improved, and what your community thought about the product. But to be quite honest with you, these reports that we submit honestly are sort of a joke, in my opinion. I don't think they're taken that seriously at all. I have submitted hundreds of reports because LEGO has sent me hundreds of sets at this point, and not one of them has gotten any feedback. And so, for example, sometimes I upload 20 reports at once because I do them all at once, and then they sit there for a month or two, and then the next day I got a notification, there were 20 notifications saying that all of my reports have been approved. Which is sort of insane, because you can tell that the person on the other end, who obviously has a huge workload, because he has to go through, or they have to go through and approve all of these reports, just went through and approved all the reports. Done. Right? So it seems like these reports weren't actually taken very seriously, which is sort of strange because it takes quite a bit of time to sit there, dig through all your content, get all the links, provide all the information, and then summarize what your community thinks about that product in a little blurb of text and send it in. And then it's sort of treated like a joke and nothing really gets taken seriously based on what you have to say. At least that's what I think. And what I think LEGO should do personally is, rather than making me submit a report or other ambassadors submit a report, if they truly want to know what our communities think about these products, all they have to do is go to the comment section of the video and read some comments. So how I think the report system should be treated from LAN is 100% for the first, let's say, year and a half or 2 years. You should have to submit all your reports to prove that you're actually making content on the Lego that they're sending you. They don't want to send you Lego and you just to pocket the Lego and not make any content, because that defeats the purpose of them sending you the Lego. But what they should do is make sure that you do that for about a year and a half or so, and then after a year and a half, maybe you don't have to do the reports because you're sort of like grandfathered into it and you're proven that you actually do make the content on the Lego that they provide you. Or maybe what they could also do is you can just submit a link to the content. You don't actually have to provide the numbers, and you don't have to write this big paragraph of text summarizing what your community thinks about it, because once again, they can just go to the comment section and figure that out quite easily. So that's my opinion on the ambassador reporting process. So I've covered so far how I get compensated, how you can become a LAN member so that you can get free Lego and pay for yourself to go to Bill and to check out the Lego early, and then I've also covered what you have to do once you become a Lego ambassador. Now this is sort of a juicy one. Why is there a LAN? Why does Lego have the Lego Ambassador Network? Now, I'm specifically going to relate to RLFM, which is, once again, what I am. It is the recognized Lego fan media. So it's people that have large social media followings or large websites, and they actually produce reviews on product, and Lego sends them product early to produce reviews and sort of advertise their product. So why is there LAN? Why did Lego set this up? The number one reason why they set this up is for advertising. Obviously, right? They're sending me Lego sets to advertise for them. And to be quite honest with you, Lego is brilliant. They are absolutely brilliant. This is the cheapest form of advertising ever. Think about it this way, okay? They send me, I don't know, a Lego Titanic. Okay? I produce 8 videos on the Lego Titanic, whether they're on Instagram, TikTok, or my YouTube channel, and that Titanic is sitting in my room forever, and my channel gets millions of views every single, actually hundreds of millions of views a month when you actually take a look at all of my social media platforms. And that Titanic is sitting there in every single shot. How many Titanics has Bricksie influenced people to buy? How many Titanics has Lego sold because of the content that I have produced on that Titanic? Think about it. And how many Titanics do they have to sell in order to cover the cost of the Titanic that they sent me? I'm going to tell you not very many at all, because sure, the Titanic is $1,000 or whatever it is, so they've given me a $1,000 set, but what is their actual cost of manufacturing that set and having it on the shelves or on their website? Nowhere near $1,000. So Lego is brilliant because they're sending sets to people like me who are doing reviews on these sets and advertising them to you, and therefore they are selling way more sets and are making a crazy amount of money on pretty much next to free advertising. And what's crazy is the only compensation that the biggest social media influencers in the Lego world get are those free sets. That's it. Whereas when you look at other styles of advertising that have happened on the internet or through movies or whatever it may be, it's a lot different. So Lego is brilliant. All they have to do is send me the set and I advertise it for them. That is absolutely brilliant. The cost of advertising is so low. How other brand deals work with other YouTubers and other companies, maybe not all of them, but some of them for sure. For example, if I'm watching my favorite barbecue YouTube channel and you see him, or you see some guy or some lady barbecuing, and in the behind you see Weber Barbecues, and then it's saying Weber Barbecues back here or Napoleon Barbecues back here. Not only are they getting the Weber barbecue for free, but they're also being compensated dollar-wise for promoting Weber barbecues. Guaranteed. Also, my favorite RC channel. When he gets the new Traxxas RC car, not only is he getting the free RC car, but he's also being compensated by the company for advertising the RC car. Or I was watching my favorite holiday movie the other day, Elf. Well, one of my favorites, I should say. I don't think it's my favorite, but I was watching Elf, and the amount of product placement in that movie is insane. Coca-Cola, Etch-a-Sketch, Monopoly, and Slugger's Bats, everything. So not only are all these companies providing the product to be in the movie, but they're also compensating them for having the brand placement in that movie. So Lego has set up the Lego Ambassador Network as a huge advertising venue, and the only thing that they have to do is send the ambassadors their products. That's it. It is brilliant. Lego is brilliant. Next to free advertising, like, I can't stress that enough. It is actually crazy. And the deeper that you dive into this with product placement and buying and selling goods and services, you realize that this world revolves around a few things: buying and selling goods, services, and advertising. There's not very many industries that are not involved in that. I can't think of any industry that is not buying or selling a good, service, or advertising. Period. So Lego has mastered that in this regard. And I'm sure there's actually other accounts out there maybe that aren't into Lego as much, but they have like huge lifestyle vloggers where they actually provide them with sets and also compensate them to try and advertise to a new company. Or to a new audience. I'm not sure 100% on that, but I'm sure there's examples of that. For example, Katy Perry, they obviously paid Katy Perry to make their commercials for them, right? So there is all of that. It's just literally a form of advertising. And of course, there's the support that they are giving to Lego ambassadors as well through free sets. I want to talk about some of the experiences that I've had with LAN. In my previous video in regards to me going on probation, I mentioned that I've had nothing but a positive experience with all of the staff members of LAN, and everybody who's involved with LAN is amazing. And I do stand by that, but I think what I was saying was sort of misinterpreted by some people. Yes, there is a mutual respect between the operators of LAN and all of the ambassadors. And I think personally that I've had good conversations with all of them, and I've never had a negative experience with any of the staff involved with LAN. Does that mean that it's not a disorganized chaos? No, that just means that I've had good points of contact and good conversations with those people. But for example, I receive GWPs as review offers sometimes. And those GWPs don't even come with the spending thresholds. They don't even come with when they're going to be available. They don't come with any information. So then you wait for the email before the embargo date, and you don't get the email. And it's like, okay, what the heck? I'm going to email somebody about this. You email somebody about it. Oh, I don't know. That's this buddy's department. Bringing him into the conversation, okay. Oh, I don't know. That's somebody else's department. Bringing him into the conversation. So now you got 3 people involved in trying to figure out what the spending threshold is and when this product is going to be available, and you don't get an answer. And then I'm sitting there looking like an idiot because I don't know the information when I provide a review on my channel. And I have to search around on the internet looking through all the different leak websites to try and find the bloody information. And these products have all been leaked before my review. It is freaking crazy. It'll drive you insane. It will drive you insane. And there are a lot of cases like that involve the leaks and the embargo dates that just drive you up the wall. And that is the honest truth. And this is the first time I'm getting heated in this video. Wow. And I'm a person that takes my job, my business, my company, I take it so seriously. And there are a lot of deficiencies in Lego, like so many. It is insane. And I think what's the problem is this clouded communication between departments. And there's a lot of passing the puck. Oh, pass the puck that way. Oh, pass the puck this way. And nobody really knows because there's just so many deficiencies and there's no clear communication between the different departments. It drives me wild. But with that said, I still have respect for all of the employees there. They are all very nice, and I have a lot of respect for all of them. But just the way that it's structured and organized, oh my gosh, like it just makes me want to pull my hair out, and that's why I have a receding hairline. I want to talk about my channel in LAN. So I have noticed that not everybody, but there's a lot of people out there that for some reason cannot stand LAN members. They just do not like LAN members. They classify them all as sellouts, and there's like this negativity that sort of floats around being a LEGO ambassador. And I think it's the fact that we get free sets and not everybody else gets free sets. There's been a lot of comments that say, now you have to buy LEGO like the rest of us. Something along the lines of that. Oh, LEGO paid for you to go to Billund and you get free sets. Okay, I get it. You hate me because I get free Lego. I get it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean for it to go that way. I just worked hard in my industry and applied to become an ambassador because I've always wanted to become an ambassador, and here I am today. So, first thing I want to clarify is yes, I do get free Lego sets, but, I mean, I think I've spent $150K on Lego. Close to it. Probably more. I'm going to say the amount of free Lego in this room, free Lego that I got, is probably sitting at around 10, maybe 15% of this room has been compensated by Lego. Everything else that I paid for, all of these parts, I paid for. It's probably floating around 150K. You have to ask my accountant, but it's probably even more than that because he rolls his eyes every time he looks at my financial statements every year. He like gives me a hard time. So to say that I got all my Lego for free is absolutely insane. However, with that said, getting the Lego for free, whether it be the Orient Express or the Titanic, is cool and it's a feel-good moment. Like, I'm like fired up on it, right? But I do sort of miss the dopamine that's released in my brain when I go to the store and I buy those sets and I'm sort of building it live with everybody on New Issue Day. And the point that I want to make is that my channel doesn't rely on getting sets for free. Like I said, the biggest perk of being a LEGO ambassador is not the free sets, it's having the information and having those sets early, which is the biggest perk, not getting the sets for free. Because before I was a LEGO ambassador, I was fine. I didn't rely on getting sets for free. I went to the store on New Issue Day, I bought the sets that I wanted to collect, I built them live here on the channel, and I made content on reviewing them and placing them in the Lego room. I did that for many years before becoming an ambassador. And it's actually a rather interesting time right now because there has never been this many Lego ambassadors. Like, there are a ton of Lego ambassadors. Big, small, there are just so many Lego ambassadors. And what does that do? Well, it just drives up competition in the content world. It just makes it harder to produce reviews because there's so much competition and everybody has it, and there's so much more product awareness. It sounds like LEGO's next to free advertising ploy is definitely working because there is just so much competition in the LEGO review world right now. And sometimes what happens is when LEGO sends me a review offer and I forget to deny it, well, then I actually end up with some sets that I'm not even that interested in. For example, on the top of my stairs right now, I have the LEGO Dream sets that are coming out in January, and the embargo date has long passed. And guess what? I haven't even done a review on those. I haven't even talked about those simply because I'm not interested in that product. And once again, I can say whatever I want about the products. I'm not interested in Dreams. I don't know why I didn't deny that. I denied Mario. I denied Donkey Kong. I should have denied the Sonic. Like, I gotta start picking and choosing what I actually want to do on my channel, because if I get the sets for free, well, now I'm handcuffed into making content on those products that I'm not overly interested in. So why would I accept these review offers if I'm not interested in that product? So sometimes when being an ambassador, I get handcuffed into making videos or making content on things that I don't want to make content on. And that's just the reality of it. I sort of miss the day where I go to the Lego store and I just buy the sets that I want. That's it. I only collect what I want. And I will speak my mind. I will say that man, I can't stand this Sonic stuff. Like, I'm just gonna throw it in a bin. It's been sitting in a bin over there, and I don't even know what to do with it, because what am I gonna do with this stuff? Sure, it appeals to a certain age demographic, but it sure as heck doesn't appeal to me. Same with this Dream stuff. And right now I am on LAN probation, so I'm not getting any sets until June of 2024. So that's sort of where my channel stands right now with LAN. So yeah, there we go, everybody. I just wanted to take the time to talk a little bit about LAN, go over how we're compensated, how to become a LAN member. I encourage you to become one. The due diligence and expectations of a LEGO ambassador, why there's a LEGO ambassador network, my experience with LAN, and also how my channel currently sits with LAN. Covered a lot in this video. Now that you've watched the whole thing, let me know what you think by commenting below. Thank you so much for coming on by. I can't wait to continue into 2024. Have yourselves a happy new year, and we'll talk to you again in the near future. Farewell.